Hi, and welcome to What's NASA Done for You Lately? I'm Dr. Ann, scientist, education specialist, Earth citizen. My goal in this series is to show you the many ways NASA and science serve you and society. Most people know NASA launches rockets. Not everyone knows what else NASA does with your taxpayer dollars. Let's quick jump in a time machine back to the year 2000. I was a grad student at Arizona State University in Phoenix, Arizona, and from my lab window you could occasionally see the Superstition Mountains over 30 miles away. I say occasionally because very often smog made it difficult or impossible to see these mountains. Despite a desert-dry climate that in the past had offered relief to those suffering from respiratory illnesses like asthma, Phoenix air quality now ranks among the worst in America. Air pollution simply makes it harder to breathe for some in the Valley of the Sun. Yet developing policy to control air pollution emissions that balances human health with economic development remains a challenge. So what exactly was in that Phoenix air I was breathing? While we can take ground or air-based measurements, a space-based satellite provides the most efficient use of our time and money. Meet TEMPO, or the Tropospheric Emissions Monitoring of Pollution Mission. From its perch 22,000 miles above Earth's equator, TEMPO collects information on ozone, nitrogen dioxide, and other air pollution ingredients. What makes TEMPO unique, though, is its hourly measurements during daylight exclusively over North America, resolved down to units of 4 square miles, far better than previous satellite units of 100 square miles. This powerful data stream improves society's understanding of what's in air pollution, monitoring of population exposure, and evaluating emission control strategies. You may be thinking, okay, Dr. Ann, but I don't have a diagnosed respiratory illness. How do I benefit from TEMPO? Fair point. I loved to hike on the Phoenix trails when I wasn't in the lab. Even a few hours outside breathing smog could cause my eyes to water and a headache. Although I couldn't see it, the air pollution I breathed into my lungs' tiny air sacs, which transport oxygen in and carbon dioxide out, caused them to narrow, a biological defense against potential damage. Understanding when air pollution levels rise and fall, therefore, would have been useful to me in balancing my desire for exercise and stress relief against long-term damage to my respiratory health. It wasn't available back in 2000, but the Air Now app gives you that information. Developed by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, in partnership with NASA, NOAA, and other agencies, the Air Now app provides current and future air quality forecasts so you can plan accordingly, thanks in part to NASA's TEMPO. From my time at Arizona State University to now as a NASA education specialist, I've been most struck by the disconnect between what we do in research settings and what we educators teach our children, and by extension the public. To borrow from Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, people think science literacy is reciting facts. It's a part of it, but science and math influence your health and safety and what it means ultimately to be alive. The greatest joy from my NASA webinars a few years back was helping people make the connection between NASA research and its benefit to them here on Earth. This series builds on that legacy. Thank you for listening. I truly hope you've enjoyed this episode.